Guys, we just saw Keefe D make his way to the court after being arrested for the murder of Tupac Shakur. That got pushed to October 19th because his lawyer said he needed more time. But I saw another video that talks about Tupac's brother, or actually Keefe D being arrested and all this being back on the media and everyone talking about his brother being taken away, how this is making him and the family feel. This shit must be hard to deal with. I don't know if you're happy or mad, because are they shocked? I'm sure they have heard the story of Keefe D quite a while now, being on Vlad, being on all these other platforms talking about the death of Tupac. I'm sure they've been informed. I believe back in the day, Tupac's mother even tried to give a civil suit, kind of what happened to O.J. Simpson, to Orlando Anderson. I don't know what happened. This is just a crazy story. Shout out to Team Z.
What's your initial reaction to Keefe D being arrested?
It's bittersweet.
And that right there makes sense, like exactly like I said. It's something that's gonna probably bring some joy because someone finally got arrested, but just the fact that having to deal with that anger coming back to you after all these years.
It's bittersweet for a number of reasons. The time, of course, 27 years. And it didn't have to be this way, It didn't have to happen at all. I hate even have to live with the reality that my brother's not here.
Exactly.
So
what does justice look like for you and your family?
I mean, justice is accountability. That's the sweet part. It's bittersweet, but some form of accountability and brace. I'm bracing for, because it ain't over. We have yet to see. We still got to see if there's accomplices. And we still got to see the motive.
The scary thing is, like he said, accomplices, but all the people that we know, like we just talked about, I don't know if we said it on this video or the last video, but Big Dre, Orlando Anderson, and I forgot the other person's name. I believe there was another person in the vehicle, are no longer here. So it's like, how does that work? Like, what happens? I really totally confused. I'm just here as surprised as you guys. Wow. There's just a lot of information at once to even think of the murder. People can't even wrap their mind around this. This is like a case that we probably thought would never be solved.
Vegas PD bidding.
And to know that it was solved with information we all already had. Probably how the conspiracy theory people felt when those files came out and they knew that they weren't conspiracies no more and they were correct. I'm sure this is how they felt. Like, oh my God, I could be a detective. I took the wrong route in life.
Contact with you and your family at all during this investigation?
Finally, yeah.
Just now, or did they let you know?
Just recently.
Okay.
But the detective that did reach out, he has since retired. So
Greg
that seems to be a pattern in Pac's case.
Okay.
But
so, going to be arrested today?
No. Keep your popcorn. We're still waiting for things to unfold. The universe is working. Pac is still here.
Absolutely.
So stay tuned. Stay tuned, man.
Just think about stuff like that. Like, that definitely can't be easy to deal with. Just losing a sibling alone, I can't even imagine that. That's heartbreak. But losing a sibling, like X's brother lost X, and just knowing that was your brother, and that's once in a generation kind of talent. Like, that's someone that was going to change not only your life, your family's life, probably your lineage's life. Not saying that he hasn't already with their work. I'm sure the money of Pac, I'm sure the money of X has changed those families. Pop Smoke, Lil Peep, we continue going. Juice WRLD, many artists like that. But just something special about artists like Juice, artists like X, artists like Pac, Big. I don't even know if he had siblings, but artists like that, it's like just to even be around someone like that, or even be on for the journey, and just to be there to experience their life and experience all the great that they're doing in history and being great at something, and just being there to able to witness it just in person and to be part of the journey. And then for somebody to just come on hating shit and just take your brother out of this world, again, not only are your brother, we're thinking about the artist. Not only is that his brother, but he was around before the dude was famous and all that. Not only is it you lose being part of that artist, being close to Pac, being part of the entourage, being at the Grammys, being at these award shows, being performing, you also lose a sibling, you also lose a brother, you also lose a son, you also lose a child, you also lose a father. Like he said, man, all we could do is just stay around, see what happens with the Keefe D story and what else we find out in this case. It's looking crazy. It's looking crazy. There's a lot of people that are bringing in other hip-hop artists that we know. There's a video we're going to talk about next after this. So if you're interested, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, like the video. We're on the road to 10,000 subs. Let's smash that 5 so we can get to that 10. We out.